What is going on, everybody? Christian Ballard here with Ballard Sports Media, coming at you with another video today. I've been doing quite a few videos lately, but hey, that's sports casting, I guess. You know, you work at it every day. You try to do your best at it and do what you can. So, I mean, but wanted to talk to you guys today about looking at Mac Jones this year for Alabama. You know, this is a quarterback that we saw a little bit last year. I say, and I use that term lightly because he did play in quite a few games, backing up Tua Tagovailoa, who's now with the Dolphins. So, you know, he was basically on mop-up duty. You know, that he would come in, hand the ball off, throw a touchdown or whatever, run the score up. Tua gets hurt against Tennessee, and he's out the next week, right? You look at Alabama last year, and they play Arkansas, right? Let me pull some stats up here real quick. Arkansas. They win that game. Sorry about that. They play that game against Arkansas. They end up winning 48-7, right? Mac Jones comes in, his first ever career start. 18 of 22 for 235 yards. That's an 81.8, rounded up to 82 completion percentage. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. His longest passing play, 47 yards. Rushing, he rushed one time, only got a gain of a yard. You know, but that's Arkansas, right? Arkansas is the worst team in the West, probably the worst in the SEC alongside Vandy from the East. Mississippi State, next week. Tua gets hurt. Or not the next week, but the next time he got some action. You know, you're looking at about a month later, 2-3 weeks later, whatever. He comes in Mississippi State at some point in the game. That's when Tua had the hip problem and went down with the injury. They won that game 38-7. He was 7 for 11 for a total of 94 yards, no interceptions, no touchdowns. Again, it was late in the game, so, you know, they kind of just ran the clock out with him a bit. Then you look at the start against Western Carolina, his second start of the season. 66-3 the final score. That's a cupcake game right there. Western Carolina, a really bad, like pee-wee football bad type of team. 10 of 12 for 275 yards, 83% completion percentage. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. His longest passing play of 57 yards. No sacks at all. QBR rating in that game of 98.2, right? He rushed one time for 4 yards. Then the week after in the Iron Bowl. This is the game right here. See, people keep looking at the Iron Bowl and saying, regardless of how the points got there, Mac Jones put up 45 points on Auburn's defense, right? And I want to go ahead and clarify this. It is not Mac Jones' fault that Auburn won the Iron Bowl or that Bama lost the Iron Bowl. Bama's defense and lack of execution was the reason why they lost. And Bulovas, he couldn't hit that field goal. But, you know, regardless of how the points got there, Mac Jones put up 45 points on a defense that had Derek Brown, Nick Coe, Marlon Davidson, a really good defense of Auburn. Regardless of how the points got there, he put up 45 points on them. Now, the defense of Alabama gave up 48. They lost 48-45, but Mac Jones, I mean, listen, 26 of 39 for 335 yards, 66% completion percentage, 4 touchdowns in that game, only 2 interceptions, 2 pick sixes, right? One was a bad throw. You know, defender kind of got lucky that he was able to hold on to it and take it back. You know, that kind of happened twice. He took 1 sack. He rushed 8 times for a total of 32 yards. His longest rushing play in that game was 18 yards, right? And yes, they lost the game. Yes, they lost the Iron Bowl, but that was all on the defense. Then you look at the Citrus Bowl against Michigan. They win 35-16. He was 16 of 25 for 327 yards, 64% completion percentage with 3 touchdowns. Longest passing play, 85 yards. Had a QBR of 95.3. He rushed 1 time, didn't really get any yards. So he put up some really good stats last year, I think. Now, it could have been better if he got more playing time, I think. He could have done a little bit better against Auburn, but he also could have done a lot worse. So, we can sit here and talk about 2021 quarterback prospects. I think coming into this year, though, is he pretty sure he's a redshirt junior or senior this year at Alabama. And we sit here, we talk about these prospects, right? Trevor Lawrence, that's at the top. We talk about Justin Fields. We talk about this. Who am I thinking of? There's like Brock Purdy of Iowa State or whoever, right? Trey Lance is one. I'm trying to think of where he's from. North Dakota State. That's it. I was thinking. That was weird. I do apologize for that break there. For some reason, my phone stopped recording. But anyway, getting back to quarterbacks for 2021, we look at guys like Trey Lance, North Dakota State, Justin Fields, and Trevor Lawrence. Those are the 2 guys right there competing for like being the number 1 pick or whatever. We talk about Jamie Newman from Georgia, this transfer phenom guy that's going to probably be the answer for Georgia's defense. We talk about Kyle Trask at Florida. We talk about, there's so many draft quarterback prospects in the 2020 NFL draft, or in the 2021 draft, I'm sorry, that we look at and we praise them and we look at them and we say, this is an elite quarterback right here, right? Mac Jones, in my opinion, has a clear and fair chance this year to be a first-round or a second-round quarterback, because I guarantee you, I did a simulation, a full 7-round simulation, automatic picks and everything on the draftnetwork.com. Go check out that website if you love draft knowledge and stuff. But so I did a video, or not a video, a draft simulation. I'm sorry. I'm mixing stuff up now. But so, and I'm seeing these quarterbacks, right? Mac Jones got drafted in the 5th round by like the Bears or whoever picked him in the 5th round, I think. But so Mac Jones right now is looking like a guy that can improve this year. I think he will improve. He's got a lot to work on, I think. And I use that term really lightly because, man, he lit it up last year against Auburn, besides 2 pick sixes. Again, I just read the stats for the Sugar Bowl, or the Citrus Bowl. Crap. Sorry. Why did I say Sugar Bowl? I guess because I was thinking about, like, this football season a little earlier, and I was thinking about the playoffs and stuff. But in the Citrus Bowl, he lit it up against Michigan. He played well. Mac Jones has a chance this year, not necessarily to be a number 1 pick type of guy. I don't think he's going to prove to be better than Fields or Lawrence or whoever, but he has a chance to maybe be the 3rd best quarterback in this draft, the 4th best. He has a chance to prove himself with the Crimson Tide, win a championship with the Crimson Tide, put up great numbers, again, against SEC teams this year, conference only, right? To put up great numbers against a team like Georgia, Auburn. He could put up better numbers against Auburn probably. A&M, LSU, Arkansas. Arkansas is Arkansas. Come on, right? He has a chance to prove himself this year, man. So we can sit here and talk about 2021 quarterback prospects and say, oh, Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields and everybody else. Oh, what about this? He's kind of tier 1 guy, Trey Lance from North Dakota State. What about him? You know? But don't sleep on Mac Jones just yet. He has a lot to prove this year. He's going to have quite a bit to show this year, that he can be a team leader, that he can win a championship, that he can, you know, show up in the games that matter most. When the game's on the line or whatever, I guarantee you, man, if there's a close game, you know, I mean, listen, look back at the Iron Bowl. He got them in field goal range, right? It was the kicker who missed the field goal. And listen, even if the key play that actually cost Alabama the game, technically speaking, was a 4th down call. Auburn leaves their offense out there with Bo Nix and the running backs and Seth Williams and all them, right? 12 men on the field penalty for Alabama. They had a punt returner back there. They thought they were going to punt, right? There's 11 players in the picture plus a guy back to return the kick. That cost them the Iron Bowl. Mac Jones, pick sixes. Listen, we could say whatever you want about take away 2 pick sixes. They probably do win the game, right? But it was 4th down and they had a chance. And then a costly penalty by the defense, and they lost the game because it gave Auburn a 1st down. They were able to kneel, and Alabama didn't have any timeouts. So, you know, we can sit here and talk about Trevor Lawrence all you want to, talk about Justin Fields all you want to, talk about Jamie Newman all you want to, and they're going to be great. They're going to be day 1 guys. There's going to be some day 2 quarterbacks in the draft. But this season, for the SEC, you know, again, conference-only football for the SEC this year. They still plan on going through with it, as far as I know. Watch out for Mac Jones in Alabama this year, man, because he's going to light it up, and he's going to be a star. And is he going to be the best there is? Probably not. He won't be Trevor Lawrence. He won't be Justin Fields. But dang it, is he going to be good. He's going to be awesome, man. I'm telling you right now. So don't sleep on Mac Jones. Don't forget about Mac Jones, because he can ball. You know, and people have already talked about him quite a bit. You know, like, oh, look what he did to Auburn outside of 2 pick sixes. Oh, look what he did in the Citrus Bowl. My point exactly. So, you know, we talk about all these draft prospects. Now, again, he'll be a redshirt junior, so he could possibly come back for another year if he wanted to. I think he's going to go pro. I really do. And he's definitely going to be a name to listen out for and a guy to watch out for as far as quarterbacks and draft prospects go. So, anyway, that's it for this video. Sorry if I seemed like I was struggling a little bit. I just, you know, was like trying to process and think of how I wanted to put all of it. So, but anyway, I appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching. Let me know, Alabama fans, is Mac Jones the guy? Do you want Bryce Young? Does Bryce Young start eventually? Listen, I like Mac Jones. I think he's got a lot to prove this year for the Tide. And I think he's going to be really great this year, too. So, watch out for him. Also, look at guys like Fields and Lawrence all you want to, but still. Then again, Fields isn't going to play unless he chooses to transfer to a school that is going to play because, again, no Big Ten football. But still, he's still a great prospect, and he'll go pretty high in the draft as well. But do not sleep on the Mac attack at Alabama. I'm telling you that right now. Thanks so much for watching and tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And don't forget, tune in, 10 o'clock tonight, Eastern Time. Chess Hall's channel, episode 2 of the Unprofessional Sports Show. It's going to be amazing. We've got 2 awesome guests that are going to try to join us tonight. You'll just have to watch and find out who it is, though. So, yeah. Have a good day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, Ballard Sports Media, checking out. Y'all have a good day.